Hey guys, welcome back to another video here at LSRA 10. Welcome back to another FIFA World Cup fantasy video. This is the final team selection for the semi-finals. Before we start the video, please like the video, share the video with your fantasy playing friends, and subscribe to the channel. This is a growing channel, so I need your support. So let's get straight into it. I'm currently ranked 3K in the world, and for this video, I'm doing something a little bit differently because now we have four teams, and I think that the opinion of people ranking the four teams and their likelihood of winning the World Cup might be different. So I'm going to be making the team according to how I think the World Cup is going to pan out. If you think it's different, if your opinion differs, then you can follow this method with your team. So the first thing that is most important to me is picking the clear favorites, the team which I think should and most probably will win the World Cup and have to prioritize its players. For me, that's France. So for me, Kylian Mbappe has to be there. Ousmane Dembele has to be there. Michael Olise has to be there. Now we can pick six players. Generally, people might say that picking six players from one team, it's not a nice strategy because yes, even though France are strong, this is the World Cup semi-final. Spain are the number two ranked team in the world, so it's going to be a close match. But I'm going all in on France because I just think France will comfortably win. So now you could do one of two things. You could either pick the fourth attacker as well, which is going to be Desiree Doué, or you could do an even split of three defenders and three forwards. Now that second option is what I'm going to go for because as we go on into the video, you'll realize that we don't actually have the funds to have Desiree Doué in this team as well. And just generally speaking, it's better to have a 3 and 3 split, an even split of defenders and attackers in such a unpredictable high stakes match, you could say. Whereas overloading on the attackers and picking four attackers and just two defenders, if it turns out to be a low scoring 1-0 match, then you would have preferred to have three defenders. So these are obviously the three best attackers. If anybody wants to go for Desiree Doué, then they could go for that, but I'm going to go for these three attackers. And just like that, if you think it's not France, it's England, Argentina, Spain, you can do that. I'll come ahead to that. So now this is for me. Now when we come to the three French defenders, the good thing about that is France is not like Spain or Argentina where defenders are getting goal contributions. Like for Spain, we have Marco Correa. For Argentina, we have Lisandro Martinez. But France, no defender has any goal contributions. So we can just go ahead and pick the cheapest ones. And trust me, we are going to need to pick the cheap ones for the budget. So the two cheapest ones are Lucas Digne. I'm going to revert him as well. And now comes our first transfer, which is going to be Mike Maignan. So let me just quickly search this. Yes, it's going to be Mike Maignan because Lucas Dean and Mike Maignan both are 5 million. Oh, wait, I have such menu. My bad. MAIG. Yep, let's go ahead. Let's remove this guy. So the two cheapest defenders are the two 5 million defenders. For the third defender, first of all, Jules Koundé is not going to be in a consideration because he's just way too expensive. Dayot Upamecano and William Saliba both are 5.3 million. So you could pick anybody. I'm just going to pick Upamecano because he has slightly higher expected goals and assists per 90 than William Saliba, and I already have him, so it will save me transfer. Not that that is of any importance because I'm actually not using all my free transfers. So yeah, so these are my six French players. I've decided to go all in on France once again. Depending upon if your opinion differs based on which team do you think is the strongest, you can do that. If you want to go for two in favor of attack or defense, you can do that. I think I'm going to go balanced. I'm going to go France, and this is going to be my France six man up. I was going to say triple up. Now I don't know what to say for six up. I don't know. So now we come on to the other teams. Now because I'm so heavily favoring France, it would make very less sense of me to go ahead and pick a lot of Spanish players as well because now I'm expecting Spain not to do well. Although there is the third place fixture as well, but most probably it will just be rotation whichever team plays that match. So not much point thinking about that. So let's go to England and Argentina. So now let's go from attack to defense because I think England Argentina is going to be an extremely high scoring match because both the teams are not good defensively, both the teams are not playing well, both the teams have looked shaky. So it's going to be a high scoring match. It has got 2-2, 2-3, 3-3 written all over it. It's going to be an epic match. So we have to go all in on attackers. Now England has got two attackers, two best attackers, two main attackers, two only attackers who are contributing for, I would say, almost 90% of England's goals. So let's get them, Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham. And the same thing can be said for Argentina. They have one main man, one attacker, one guy who's contributing almost 90+% of Argentina's goals. It's Lionel Messi. So that's that done. I have covered France's main attackers, England's main attackers, and Argentina's main attackers. So now let's leave these two midfield spots for later. Now we come on to the defense. Now in the defense, one would use the same logic, but not necessarily because if we look at defenders from weaker teams, which we think are going to be Spain, England, and Argentina. Spain because they are playing against France, and England and Argentina because I expect that match to be high scoring. So we have to look at something else, and that's a good thing with Marc Cucurella and Lisandro Martinez. Both of them are heavily involved in goals and assists. Both of them have got two, if not three, goals and assists combined for Spain and Argentina, respectively. So they are absolutely must stones because even if they don't get clean sheets, they might contribute with offensive returns. So Marco Correa and Lisandro Martinez are pretty obvious picks for me. Now, as we go ahead, we see that we have got two defending defender spots left, one goalkeeper and one defender. So now there are a few different strategies. One strategy you can opt for is you go for a non-playing keeper and you pick a 4 million keeper, which is the cheapest one is I think so James Trafford and Juan Garcia for England and Spain respectively, who are non-playing, and the cheapest ones at 4. Rissier is the cheapest at 3.5, but I already have 6 French players, so I can't go for him. But I want to go for all 15 playing players, and after going through a few drafts, I think that is the best one. So actually, I'm going to go for Jordan Pickford. The reason being behind me going for Jordan Pickford are two. First of all, I get two fixtures. Of course, I can't go for Unai Simon because Maina and Simon both play in the same fixture. So it has to be Jordan Pickford or Emiliano Martinez. And the only reason why I've picked Jordan Pickford is because he's cheaper and I'm going to need every cent. So 4.8, Emiliano is 5. So going for Jordan Pickford makes sense. He's better. So now that's that. So now one defending spot is left and we have to save our money. And now once again, none of these are going to be good defenses apart from France. So no matter which defender I pick, be it Spanish, English, or Argentinian, I want them to give me something other than goals. Now, from Spain, we have one option. We have Pedro Porro. He is very offensive. From Argentina, we have one option. It's Nicolas Tagliafico. And from England, would you classify Nico Riley as an offensive option? I don't know. Is Reece James going to start? I don't know. So I have ignored England a little bit. And when it comes to Pedro Porro and Nicolas Tagliafico, Pedro Porro is just way too expensive. I think so. He's 5.5 million, and that's not feasible in my team. So for me, the option process of elimination, I'm only left with Nicolas Tagliafico, and we are getting the selection bonus as well on him because you can see he's just 2.1% selected. So that's that. I don't think any other player has scouting bonus. So that's actually pretty crazy if we look at it over the selection percentage. Yup, it's only Nicolas Tagliafico with the scouting bonus. So it's actually pretty crazy. So now that's that, and I'm left with 12.1 million. So now one thing that you look into this team and you'll be like, it's missing is Spanish attack cover. I don't have any Spanish attackers. Now, of course, I can't go for Mikel Oyarzabal because I don't want to sacrifice any one of Harry Kane, Mbappe, or Messi. I can't go for Lamine Yamal because he's just not worth it, and I can't pick a 10 million player. And the same thing for Dani Olmo. I don't have the money to pick Dani Olmo. If I pick Dani Olmo, I'll have to sacrifice and play a non-playing, select a non-playing midfielder and only go with a 14-man squad. I don't want to do that. Plus, Dani Olmo isn't that good. So I'm going to go for the one who's left. That is Alex Baena. People are thinking he might not start. I think he will start because Williams is not fit enough to start, and they don't have any other left winger. That Yeremy Pino guy is also injured, and I don't think he's going to start Ferran on the left. So Alex Baena will start. Can he get subbed off early? Yes, he can. I think so. In the last match, he got subbed off at 55 minutes. So that can happen. But honestly speaking, how much am I actually expecting from any Spanish attacker against France? So, I'm just going for him just to cover, just so that, I have an even split. My target is that from the 15 players, I want 8 from the France Spain match and 7 from the England Argentina match. And that is exactly where I am at currently. So now for the last spot, I have got 6.1 million left. And if you look at it from 6.1 million, there is only one real pick that you can go for, and that is Rodrigo De Paul. So I've picked that. This is my team. I've got 0.2 million left. So actually, you know what? I can go for Emiliano Martinez if I wanted. Thinking about that now. But once again, if you look at it, if I go for Emi Martinez, I will have triple Argentinian defense and no English defense cover. And I don't want to sell any one of Lisandro, Tagliafico to pick Ezri Cons or some other English defender. So I think so. This is perfect. So like this, I have got one English defender, three French defenders, two Argentinian defenders, and one Spanish defender. So I've got defensive cover in all four teams in both of the fixtures. And when it comes to offense, I've got three French attackers, two English attackers, one Argentinian attacker, maybe one and a half, and with, let's say, half Spanish attacker, although Marc Cucurella is attacking very well as well. So I've got offensive cover from all four teams in both of those fixtures. I've got the best captaincy options as well in the Spain-France match. According to how I see the match, I think Kylian Mbappe is going to be the best captaincy option. And in the Argentina-England match, according to how I see the match going, Lionel Messi is going to be the best captaincy option. Once again, if your reading of the matches are different, then you might differ. But this is how I would build the team. I really like this. Now, I am not going to be locking in the team because this team is assuming a few things. First of all, that Alex Bayana will start. If he doesn't start, then I might have to change the decision. Secondly, L'Equipe has basically confirmed that France is going to be unchanged, but maybe in a hypothetical scenario, let's say Lucas Digne is benched and Hernandez comes back, so maybe I'll have to change that. And the most important thing is Nicolas Tagliafico and Rodrigo De Paul, because the system that they are playing currently, it really benefits Nicolas Tagliafico because he's allowed to bomb ahead. And in the midfield, I would actually love to buy Alexis McAllister, but I just don't have the money. Although if I downgrade Pickford to a non-playing keeper, I can upgrade De Paul to McAllister, but I don't think it's worth the upgrade going for just a 14-man squad. So I'm going to stick to this. So what I'm going to do is, because I can't upload another video very close to the deadline because it won't get many views. I can't do a live stream because once again I don't have enough subscribers. I will be uploading a YouTube short as close to the deadline as possible with all the updated team news with my final team. I'm not going to be locking in the transfers as of yet, so please subscribe to the channel so that you get notified as soon as I upload my YouTube shorts. I am ranked currently 3K in the world. So this is my strategy, this is my team. If we quickly talk about the chip strategy, I am not going to be playing the maximum captain chip now. I am reserving that for the final. That was my strategy since round one, and I'm going to stick to that. I have two bites at the cherry: Kylian Mbappe and Lionel Messi. I will consider myself very unlucky if Mbappe and Messi both flop. So I don't think that's going to happen. So I think I will nail a good captaincy, but I want to reserve that in the final, because in the final, as we know, anything can happen. It can be France Argentina 3-3, France Croatia 4-2, or maybe Germany Argentina 1-0 boring match. It literally can be anything. So we should save it for the final. So yeah, that's my team. It was a bit rambly, it was a bit long video. I hope you guys have watched it. Once again, please like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with the fantasy playing friends. Stay tuned for the YouTube shorts, which I will upload very close to the deadline with my final updated team. I still have 3 free transfers. I'm currently ranked 3th in the world with 0.2 million in the bank. I've got 8 players from the first fixture, which is France versus Spain, and 7 players from the second fixture, which is Argentina versus England. My first captain is going to be Mbappe. If he doesn't do well, it's going to be Lionel Messi. I think this is the perfect team, perfect strategy. I've got 15 playing players. So yeah, all the best. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you need any help with your team, then let me know in the comment section down below. I will reply to everybody and help everybody. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the future video.